All right, lovies, look at, oh, I am so in love. So I've got this word, it says grateful. And I'm going to put her right down here, the little matte medium. So there is kind of a funny story that goes with this piece. I'll tell you that in just a second. I'm getting this grateful down here. It doesn't want to... Hello. Alright, so... oh my gosh, I got all kinds of stuff going on over here. Lots and lots of layers and just... excuse me. That base layer that with the different colors, I started out with black gesso, which adds this depth to your piece, and then added some papers. I used just some random bits of stuff that were like jelly prints, and the prints that I made, the black and white prints that I made from a video back a few videos ago with my stencils in just black and white. I used some of that to add some more depth. Then I used the geographic flower and the doodle triangles to add a little bit more oomph and depth to the piece. And oh, I just love it. Love, love, love everything about this. I love the rich, deep colors. I love the scratchy. I mean, I even went back in and just scratched away some of the paint. And then I used all kinds of brayer, my catalyst tools that I'm just digging on right now. This and my wedge, just again to get that scratchiness. My charcoal pencil for the lines, and I used my fine liner. I used DecoArt's premium paints because I needed a little bit thicker paint than the fluid on some parts, and then I switched back to the fluid acrylics because I wanted just that light wash. I still wanted some of that depth and interest in everything that is happening in this piece to show through. The texture of the underlying papers, just so good. And so yeah, I'm just pleased as punch with this. So the story with this is that I filmed a total separate piece yesterday, and let me show you that one, which I love. This is a big one. This is 16 by 20, bigger I should say. And I talked about how I was just going to paint, and I shared a whole story before I even started and did a ton of underlying papers and different things like that, lots of texture, just all kinds of stuff. And then have my grateful here, and I was basically talking about how I just wanted to paint my gratefulness, how grateful I am for so many things. And then when I went to go edit, none of it was recorded, and I wasn't feeling so grateful. And I thought, oh Lord, this is a lesson. I know it. I just know it. I know it in my soul. And everything happens for a reason. It's all a miracle experience, a spiritual experience, all of that. So I just said, all right, well, something better is on the horizon, and this is even better. To me, this one's, I mean, they're both awesome, but this one to me has, it's just good. And so I again painted my gratefulness, and our gratefulness is always in layers, just like this piece, just like the other piece. There's always the layers that kind of bubble up that maybe don't work, or that you want to cover up, or that maybe you really want to accentuate. And that's our lives, and there's all these areas that we need to kind of scratch the surface to find, to be grateful for. So sometimes life is just hard, and you got stuff and things and hurts and trials and all kinds of things, but just like I painted with my paintbrush to find the gratefulness, we can do the same in our lives. And look at the layers and the mistakes, just like what happened with the first piece that I did. We can look at those as a growing place, as a learning place, because I have now an extra piece of art. I love the piece. It's it's all good. It wasn't just inconvenient at the time, but now it's all good. And I am so incredibly grateful for this, for being able to come and share my life and my growing and my hurting and all of my things with you, and this amazing community of artists that just encourage. I mean, it's just the most wonderful, wonderful community, and I'm so grateful for you. And I'm grateful for the little things, like having 2 hands to paint with, having a bed, having food in the fridge, having, love, and being able to give love, and all of those things. There's just so many little things. So often it's so much easier to focus on the negative, like it's still snowing, or me being grumpy because of the weather or whatever, and how silly. While it's relative to our journey, there's just so much more to be grateful for, and that's what I wanted to paint. I wanted to paint my gratefulness. So loves, just always remember that everything happens for a reason. Like this to this. This is more refined to me, and I love it. Love it, love it. All right, lovies, I hope your Sunday is awesome, and I hope that if things are tough for you right now, and I know they are for a lot of you because I know your stories, and my silly little sad stories are really nothing in comparison to what a lot of you are going through. I just want to encourage you, in the midst of the darkness, or in the midst of the hurt and the trials, that you find one thing to be grateful for. It will uplift your soul and your spirit and save you and heal you. All right, loves, have a wonderful Sunday, and always, always know that you are loved.